Ladies and gentlemen, this is officially it. This video is my final video of Bassmaster 2022. We are in the final hour of Sunday Night Bites right now. It begins right now. So, let's do it, everyone. Let's get some more big catches here. And, have some more fun interactions. Kitty says, I have 3 cockatiels. Oh, do you? Are they nice birds? Cockatiels are nice looking, but I don't know how they are, like behavior-wise and also noise-wise. You know, my wife and I have talked about maybe one day owning a bird. But we are concerned about, you know, getting pets that don't jive with each other. And we are nervous that if we were to get a bird, that would either drive Jasper Kitty crazy or would put the bird in danger. You know, like, it's not really fair to get a bird, and that's the natural prey of Jasper. Like, when he sees birds outside, he goes crazy at the door and at the window, and he starts jumping and doing his little cooing. And sometimes he even jumps up like he's going to try to grab a bird. So we have bird indoors. Of course you think that's how he's going to behave, right? So it's not really safe or fair to put the bird in that position, nor to put Jasper in that very tempting position, right? So, you know, we'd like to maybe have a bird someday, but I don't think we're going to do it anytime soon. Finally a good fish. Derek said, some kitties from the 1980s, Runts, Airheads, and Big League Chew. Any candy you remember from the 80s? Well, first of all, Runts are very similar to no, Runts. I remember Runts. Those are the little hard candies, and they kind of melt in your mouth, and they have like some of them have a real sweet, but some of them are like sour on the outside, but then they're sweet on the inside. Yeah, I totally remember those. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely remember Runts. Now, what was the other one you said? Oh shit. Big League Chew is not candy. Big League Chew is bubblegum. Oh, cool, look at this. Pulled it right in the boat. A trophy-sized white crappie. Yeah, Big League Chew is, of all things, I don't even know if they still sell it. Big League Chew is supposed to simulate chewing tobacco. Because back in the day, baseball players were well known for chewing tobacco out when they were playing the game. They were seen chewing it, spitting out the disgusting tobacco juice when they chewed it. You know, I hate to say it, a lot of baseball players got sick because they used to do that as one of their pastimes and hobbies when they played the game. And basically, you know, at one point they wanted kids to be able to kind of simulate being a baseball player without the risk of actually chewing tobacco, which kids shouldn't do. So they made Big League Chew, which is shredded bubble gum that simulates getting a handful of chewing tobacco and putting it in your mouth and chewing it. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't sell it anymore, if they've changed it, because doesn't that sound to me like something really bad, like a kid simulating chewing tobacco? Like, they used to sell candy cigarettes. They don't sell those anymore either, because they don't want kids simulating smoking, because smoking is so bad, you'll get cancer. So I would think the same thing with the chewing tobacco. It's probably different now. I don't know. Am I right or am I wrong? Anyone know? Okay. That's right, see? Big League Chew was 1979 it debuted, says Derek. It's not really an alternative to chewing tobacco. That's not the point. It was supposed to be for kids, because you don't want kids chewing tobacco, but you want to give them something so they can be like their favorite baseball player. You know? So they would simulate chewing tobacco by chewing the bubble gum. Why can't I strike it? It won't strike! Seriously? Whatever. Hey guys, if you keep teasing Derek, I'm just gonna ban you right now. Just shut the fuck up about it right now. I already banned the troll. You guys don't have to fucking go along with their stupid detractor meme. But if I see it, I'm just gonna start banning people left and right. I don't even care. People being nasty to other people. I'm not gonna put up with that on my stream. You guys know the rules. What other candies do I remember? Geez. I used to really like Junior Mints. I used to really like Charleston Chews. Oh, Heath Bar. Heath Bar is delicious. I like Heath Bar. A lot of people don't like Heath Bar, the toffee, but I like the hard toffee. And it kind of melts in your mouth. Oh, another catfish. This is a good spot for catfish. Here he is. Let's get him. Let's get him. Here we go. Oh, it's a bigger one. It's the biggest one we had so far today. 12-pound flathead catfish. Very nice. Very nice catch. I love these catfish. They're cool looking, man. They got the little whiskers. Here, we're going to do an impromptu poll. I just feel like doing this poll. I want to see how you guys vote. All right? So we're starting a poll. Which candy is the best? Snickers, Milky Way, Heath Bar, or Twix? There you go. There we go. Let's vote. Let's see what candy you guys think is the best. And I'll tell you what I think is the best out of those. Everyone vote for your favorite candy out of those selections. Each one has chocolate in them because I like chocolate. So it has to, they all have to have chocolate or they're not officially good, in my opinion. Reese's we didn't do. Why didn't I do Reese's? Because it's peanut butter. And peanut butter kind of is in a different category for me. Like, for me, I'd be like, what's better? Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, Reese's Pieces. You know, we think of two other things that have peanuts in them. Like maybe Baby Ruth. You know, and then we would compare those together. I wouldn't put a peanut butter candy in the same as like a regular chocolate candy bar category. Okay. Here we go. Largemouth bass. Cat likes chocolate. Yes, she does. Yeah, Nestle Crunch is good too. I didn't put it in there though. Butterfinger. When I was a kid, I liked Butterfinger more. I don't really like it anymore. It's just like it's too sweet and it sticks to your teeth. And by the way, they say it's Butterfinger, but it's really not butter. And it's also not peanut butter. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to be. It doesn't taste like peanut butter. It's just like unique flavor. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. It could be like fucking sardine flavor. I don't know what it is. You tell me what Butterfinger is supposed to be. It's not peanut butter at all. Arrows? I never had one of those. Because I think that Arrows actually isn't American, right? I don't think it's an American candy. I've seen it in stores, but I've never tried it. Okay. Yes. Got it. Jade does not eat. Whoa! Striped bass? Yeah, we got a striped bass, a 10-pounder. We're starting to get good catches now. Jade doesn't eat candy. Hey, more power to you. If you can resist. I barely eat it. I almost never eat it now. Darth Goldbox says, I can't stand Butterfinger. They're impossible to get out of your teeth. Exactly. You eat it, next thing you know, it's half the fucking bar stuck all between your teeth, up in your gums and shit. Like, what the hell, man? You gotta take, like, an industrial-strength jet of water and, like, a giant fucking... You gotta take the broom out of your closet and start brushing your mouth to get the fucking Butterfinger out. That's ridiculous. He motors and shit, like, trying to get that shit out. No, you fuckface. You piece of scum. I lost them. Junior mints. Junior mints they're these small, flat, but round mints. And what it is it's a thin layer of dark chocolate that melts in your mouth. And on the inside is this gooey, mint-flavored confection. And that also melts in your mouth. So if you like mint and you like dark chocolate, Junior mints are amazing. No, I am not trying MrBeast chocolate bars. I'm not trying MrBeast fast food bullshit. I don't want anything to do with MrBeast's fucking food. He's a YouTuber who does... Now, don't get me wrong. Is this who I think it is? Because maybe I'm misspeaking. Is MrBeast not the guy that got popular on YouTube for finding random people and just giving them money and free things, but then making a video about it to publicize his goodwill, and he got famous off of that? Is that not who he is? I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out if that's who he is or not. Okay? I'm correct? That is him. Now, I have a question, because I would like to learn about this person tonight, because I don't know anything about the guy. Is that how he actually became popular on YouTube, or was he already a popular content creator for other content, and then he took that money and turned it into a new series of videos? Because how did he get started, is my question. You can't just start handing out money to people and changing their lives and monetizing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, where did the money come from first to finance that project? Is my question. What other content did he do first? He got famous for doing stupid shit like counting to $100,000 on camera. He was doing Minecraft and random videos. He had the worst intro series poking fun at YouTube video introductions. By mid-2016, Donaldson had around 30,000 subscribers. He got popular by making silly vids like counting to 100,000 saying certain words for hours on video. So dumb shit. So he just done dumb, meaningless content. Got popular for dumb, meaningless content. Right? And then he made money, and he took that money and made a series of videos where he gave his money away to people who needed it to help to change their lives. But he monetized those videos, and those videos became so popular that it just became an endless cycle of making money and giving it away, and making money and giving it away, to the point where he became insanely filthy rich, and now he owns multiple businesses. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, we got a big boy. Got a big boy. Okay. Now again, here's the thing, and I've explained, by the way, Snickers won our poll. Snickers is the best candy according to you guys. Wow. Snickers beat everything by like double. It was 51% of the vote. Twix was 29%. Milky Way only 17%. And Heath Bar, a real measly 3%. Sounds right. Heath Bar was always the one everyone hated on, right? Okay. Now, here's the thing, all right? Here's the thing, and here's what I want to make. Here's what I want to say, all right? In life, okay, I feel, and this is my personal feeling, and maybe you guys can disagree. It's up to you. In life, I feel like a real way to judge how well you've done on planet Earth is how much good you've left behind. Okay? What value you've left on humankind. All right? Now, for me and what I'm doing with my life, all right, I get told all the time that what I do has meaning. That it makes people feel good. It makes people feel happy. You know, I might not be the most popular or wealthy guy on the planet, but if I seem that I have a connection with my audience, and for those who are my biggest viewers and fans, they really love me as a content creator because they relate to me, right? We can have conversations that are meaningful. It's positive and fun stuff, right? We have that connection. And people say all the time, you know, you're leaving a legacy of stuff behind, and it's awesome. On the day when I'm down or I'm depressed or something's going wrong, I can just pop on one of your videos or streams, and you know, I feel better. I feel good. That's a good thing. Now, I'm certainly not the only person who's been told that. A million people have been told that by people who watch them on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Look at this guy now. We're getting a lot of unique fish back to back here, which is kind of neat.
What a finned freak of nature.
The long-nosed gar. Very nice. Okay? Here's the thing. I feel like when you measure really what, like the footprint of what a person is on this planet, so how much good did they actually do and help people with? How much bad did they do? And you could measure that too. Sometimes I would tend to think it doesn't matter how much bad stuff you did. It really has to do with how much good stuff you did. You know what I'm saying? As long as you did enough good things for other people, you helped other people or whatever, then I guess that's better. I mean, that's more important than the bad stuff you did or the things you fucked up on. You know what I'm saying? And so when you look at a guy like MrBeast and you say, well, you know, he's one of the most successful YouTubers. He's got an empire now, businesses, you know, he's really filthy rich or whatever. And you look at everything that he's done. It's like, well, how much good did he do? Well, apparently he did a ton, right? I mean, it's well documented, all these videos that he's been doing where he gives away a fortune to people, right? He gives away, here's $50,000, just take it. Because I feel like it's going to improve your life. It could be life-changing for you. And I don't need it because I'm rich, right? So that's kind of nice, you know? That's kind of an interesting thing. And then the fact that he got popular based on doing those acts is kind of interesting. I mean, he was already popular. You guys are telling me for other stupid shit. But to take that popularity he got from doing kind of silly, nonsensical stuff and turning that into a giant empire, right? By doing good deeds. That's kind of nice. And by the way, what you have to understand is I'm completely taking everything at face value. I'm believing these videos he's making are real. He's not staging them. I'm believing that the people actually do receive the money and it does help them. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what the real ins and outs of all of it is? I hate to say it, when you watch documentaries on guys like Keemstar who completely orchestrate shit to try to, you know, cover a story that's not even real, you wonder. You gotta be skeptical. You gotta really wonder what's real and what's not. I'm not saying that about MrBeast. I have absolutely no information whatsoever. I'm treating it believing that everything he's doing is true and faithful and right, and he's not making any of it up. It's not staged. That's real shit. Okay? If that's the case, all right, if that is the case, right, then good on him, because it sounds to me like he is leaving a very huge positive footprint on this planet, and he's helping tons of people. More power to him, right? Seriously. But you have to understand why I actually disagree with what he does, all right? I'll tell you why. I have a personal belief system that I grew up with. I was grown up, raised as a Roman Catholic. And by the way, it's not like I'm a religious guy in my life today. I'm not. But when I was growing up, and I've talked about this many times on my streams, and I'll talk about it again, all right? I was raised and taught by priests, by nuns, by religious people, all right, that charity, true charity, is something that you do in private. It's something that you do outside of the realm of publicity. And the reason that you do anything that's a charitable act is because you're doing it to really help someone. And in fact, I was actually taught, now this is old school. I don't even know if they still teach this in Catholic school now. What I was taught when I was a kid was, if you have any personal benefit whatsoever from charity, it's not true charity. In order to actually do a charitable act.
That right there is a bass squatch.
I got a big largemouth bass that's a trophy size, okay? So, if you're doing something that's charitable, you have to sacrifice. That's what I was actually told. It's nothing you do in life is truly charitable unless you're sacrificing. So, for example, during Lent, we would be told you need to sacrifice something that you actually like or would be something useful to you, and you're sacrificing that for Lent, and that would be an act of charity. That, you know, or, for example, we were required to do a certain amount of hours of charity work going to Catholic school, and I did things like Habitat for Humanity, cleaning yards and bringing like wood and stuff into a house they were building. I volunteered at a Jewish home for the elderly, and I helped elderly people. I did all these things, and by the way, I didn't want to do them. Not once could I tell you I ever had fun doing it. I hated it. I hated every moment of it. It was terrible. You've seen those poor old people who were left there at a convalescent home, and they were losing their minds, and they were falling apart, and there was no one there to care. Their family members had just dumped them there. That's sad and depressing and messed up. I'm a teenager. I'm supposed to be spending time doing vibrant things with my friends, and I'm sitting here depressed at a Jewish home for the elderly. All right? But the thing is, that's true charity. When you're sacrificing something that you could be definitely doing something better for yourself or in your life, or you're giving something of yourself that you need, but you're giving it to someone else because they need it more than you, that's charity. So from a Catholic perspective, all right, from how I was raised, and maybe it's changed because these things change all the time, literally everything that MrBeast has done and become popular for on YouTube, the giving away of money, all that, is not charity at all. It's not considered charity because, number one, it's not a sacrifice for him. He's filthy rich. Doing that has zero negative impact on him. He could literally do that all day, every day, with the camera on or off, and he would be fine. He's rolling in dough, so it's not charity at all. Number two, he literally does videos about it for popularity and to make more money. And because of that, it's not an act of charity, it's an act of business. That's, again, when I was raised, that's literally what I would have been told, being raised as a Roman Catholic, that anything that he does is not truly a good act. It's just something for self-preservation and his own self-benefit because it always benefits him. Does he ever do anything that's not publicized? And if that's the case, if he does tons of behind-the-scenes charity stuff that people don't know about, then that's really cool. That's really, really cool. And I would say, wow, that's really nice him to do that. But that's kind of that's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and that's why you don't hear me talk about charity and stuff, because people have said over the years, oh, do you donate? Do you do this? I have, over the years, you're not going to ever know about it. I'm not going to ever publicize it in order to benefit from it. The whole point of charity is you do it to help someone, not to get anything out of it. You know what I'm saying? Many years ago, I remember, this is many years ago, there was someone who, they were very small-time content creators on the internet, and I liked some of the videos that they were making. This is over a decade ago, all right? They were basically making content, and I liked the video series they were doing, and one of them, out of nowhere, came down with a debilitating illness, and they did a big fundraiser for the guy, and it just so happened that at that time, this is many years ago, I'm not going to benefit by mentioning this now, and I don't plan on benefiting, I'm just going to give you an example. I donated a large amount of money that I had, and this was before I was even a YouTuber. This is money that I was just making at an office job. I donated quite a large amount of money to the guy so that he could basically, you know, help pay for his hospital bills and stuff. And I didn't publicize it. I didn't talk about it at the time. At this point, this is like so long ago. This is like a lifetime ago. I don't even know what happened to the guy after that. But that's charity. You're an anonymous person. You're trying to help someone. You know, you're actually sacrificing because, of course, that money could have gone something for me, you know. But I wanted to do the right thing. I felt like I was going to help someone out. And you know, all I know is one of the people from that fundraiser contacted me personally behind the scenes and said, "Thank you so much. You were like our biggest contributor. And just so you know, we're really happy that so many people rallied, but you're so generous." And I was like, "Hey, whatever. You know, you didn't even have to contact me. You know, just nice. You know." Now again, this is a million years ago. I'm not trying to get clout or anything out of this today. So the point I'm making is you're supposed to. That's how charity's supposed to be. Now, if I made a fucking camera and I recorded, "Look, I'm doing the biggest contribution to this guy's campaign, and now let's document every step of his recovery and make monetized videos about it on the internet," then that wasn't charity. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, it seems like today, it's like success by any means necessary, and it seems like everyone's just okay with anyone benefiting from anything, you know. Like I talk about making the bag. How all these content creators now, they just take the bag. They just get the advertisement revenue. They get the paid shill paycheck. And how against that I am. I'm the anti that. You know what I mean? But everyone is just okay with it. It's fine. Everyone does it. Everyone has giant paid segments on their streams. Everyone just does paid advertisement streams, you know. And I don't like that. I liked when I started on YouTube 14 years ago, no one had that. Everyone was on equal footing, and everyone was basically just doing it for the love of it. They were doing it because whatever it was that they were talking about on YouTube or they were making content about, they had a passion for, and they absolutely embodied that. You could see the enthusiasm coming through. Maybe you didn't necessarily see the production budget, you didn't see the professionalism, but you saw the enthusiasm for whatever it was that they were doing coming through. Now you go on YouTube and half the stuff is just garbage, fake shit. It's like, why did I even make the video? To make a paycheck today, right? I hate that. And, you know, good on MrBeast for everything he's done. And if he actually is helping people, thank God. At least of the people who I kind of don't agree with how they get about being popular and making that money, at least he's helping people along the way. I don't think anyone's going to look at him and say, what a scumbag. Because if he's legitimately helping people, that's a good thing. So more power to him. If, again, this is all me just kind of understanding things. From an outsider's perspective. I don't watch MrBeast content, nor do I understand it. But it's like, do I have any desire to eat at MrBeast Burger? Fuck no. Why would I want to eat at a YouTuber's fast food restaurant? Why would I give a shit about that? Right? This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. No, I don't want to eat MrBeast's burger. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Okay. We got a bunch of contributions that came in. Okay? We got a $5 tip from Chef D. I heard you got a new TV. How do the fish look on it? Good to see you. They look pretty good. The TV is really nice. I really have no complaints about it whatsoever. It's probably the best TV I've ever had. It's better than my TV downstairs, even though that TV's bigger. This one just looks better. You know, that TV downstairs is over 8 years old. Doesn't even have game mode on that TV down there, actually. So, thank you, Chef D. Let's see here. Got a $2 tip from an anonymous tipper. Big League Chew is still made. It's made by a company called Ford Gum. They took over from Wrigley. That's right. It used to be called Wrigley's Big League Chew. With all this talk about gum, I think I'm going to try to find Bubblicious tomorrow because I haven't had it in a long time. And P.S. You may have missed an earlier tip of mine. A song about fishing is mentioned. I don't think so. I don't think I missed a tip unless my email was delayed and I didn't get the message from it, which is possible. I do have a bunch here I'm about to shout out, so give it a second here. Maybe I do have it. Let's take a look because there's a few more to shout out here. In fact, here we go. Here we go. Here it is. This is it. It's a $10 tip from Anonymous. There's a neat song by Trace Adkins. It goes, I'd rather be on the lake with my mind on God than in church with my mind on fishing. In all seriousness, though, thank you for Sunday Night Bites. Have a fun Halloween stream, and God bless. Thank you very much. Whoever this anonymous tipper was, or is, why am I saying was? They're not, they didn't pass away. Thank you for the tip. That was the biggest tip of the night. We're now up to $32 in tips. I can't talk. We're up to $32 in tips tonight. So let's go ahead and play your animation. Thank you for the $10 tip now. Can't speak. Here we are. Next to last time we're seeing these animations. Tomorrow's the final day. Okay. Then I received a $1.25 tip. Says, I don't want to sound like a dick. MrBeast did a lot of good things. Giving money to people, helping the community, saving trees. Don't be a hater. I'm not hating on him. I'm talking from my personal perspective. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking from my own personal perspective, how I was raised, what I believe. All right? If he has done net good for the planet, then good for him. And that's a good thing to be applauded and to be saying good for him and congratulations on all your success, you know? But again, that's something that I was raised, that everything he's doing, if he's publicizing all of the good things he does, then I was raised to be told he's doing it wrong. You know, that's not charity. That's you did it on purpose to benefit yourself, or else, again, if he does stuff off camera, right? If he does stuff off camera, okay, that no one knows about, right? Then that's charity. And then I say kudos to that man. He's a good person. But if everything he's ever done was just to make more content for the internet and then make an endless cycle of more money generation, then that's not true charity. Okay? All right. An anonymous tipper to me $1.50 and says, what about if a content creator uses their platform to raise a huge amount for a cause? Is it the same in that case? It depends. That is way too generalized of a statement to make for me to answer anything. It would have to be, what are we talking about? How are you doing the money? Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a million things. So I can't. That's a trick question. You're trying to get me to say something stupid. You know, too many qualifying criteria. All right. See, now Reed wants to talk about religion. You guys know I don't talk about religion. I'll just answer his question briefly. He says, if you've moved away from your other religious beliefs, why do you still hold that one? No one even said that I moved away from religious beliefs. I don't talk about them on purpose. Because if I talk about religious beliefs, then people get split. People, oh my God, religion on a gameplay stream or whatever. They don't want to talk about that. Trust me. It's just like politics. Okay? It's literally just like politics. It's the thing you don't want to discuss. In truth, you guys have absolutely no idea what my beliefs are because I don't talk about them, right? And that's a good thing because I don't want that to become a giant topic of contention and discussion on my streams. Also, there's different ways that people think about religion and practice religion. Some people, you know, go to church once a week, sit there and go through the motions, sing the prayers, singing the songs, and for the rest of the week, they're fucking scumbag to everyone around them. You know what I'm saying? And there's other people who do other things and try to live their lives differently, who are true, nice people who are doing the real thing. You know what I mean? Just because someone outwardly seems religious doesn't mean anything. Okay? I would guarantee you that probably some of the best people on this planet don't perpetrate themselves as people who are thinking or acting that way. All right? Again, why? Because if you're raised truly by the beliefs of some of these religions, they outright say it's not about that. It's not supposed to be about you around you, you exude your fucking religion. It's supposed to be you live your religion. You see, you're living those belief systems through your actions every single day. Am I an overtly religious guy? No. But I'm also not a person who believes in attacking or violence. I'm not a person who believes you fight fire with fire. I'm not a person who believes that if someone did something dastardly to you that you should seek revenge. In fact, I pretty much never seek revenge on most people at all in my life who've done nasty things to me. I just try to kind of let it go. There's been a few times when I take a little poke on Twitter or something, after the fact. I think we all saw the Pro Jared tweet, right, and know about that. But outside of that, I don't really go after people. I mean, how many opportunities have I had over the years of people who've done really nasty things to me to maybe strike back? And I just, you know what? I'm going to take the higher road. I'm going to be the bigger man in this situation. And I'm just going to continue on being positive in my own content, right? And do the right thing for me on my streams and just, all that other shit, let it just roll down my back and roll away, right? And again, it's probably because I grew up a Roman Catholic. Did Jesus strike out against everyone who was nasty to him and beat them up? No, he did not. That's what I was taught anyway. I mean, we don't really know historically what happened with that person. But, I was told that he was just someone who, everyone was negative to him. Everyone was nasty to him. Everyone said that he was a faker. Everyone said that he was, blasphemy and everything. And they treated him like shit. And eventually they killed him, right? His whole life when all this stuff was happening to him, was he going around saying, oh, fucking kill everybody? No. He was like, whatever. You're going to be nasty to me, be nasty to me, right? You just take it and you move on with your life. You keep moving. You don't have to be toxic to people around you and shit, Oh, holy macaroni, that's a big one. That's a big old boy. 6-pounder trophy size white bass. There you go. Did I see any Halloween movies recently? No. As I said, I've been kind of like watching reviews and things on the internet this month. So I actually watched some of the Angry Video Game Nerds. Not Angry Video Game Nerds. James not in character. He does, for his website, Cinemassacre, he does like movie reviews. So I actually saw him review a few recent new horror movies. But I didn't see the movies. I just saw his reviews this month. And I've been doing like a little bit, like I've been watching like video on like the history of the Halloween franchise. That way I don't have to watch 6 movies. Instead, I just watch a video that's kind of a montage of the important, like note points of the plots and stuff like that. But I have not watched the actual movies, no. No, we're done. We're done with the religious talk. Because, again, if I get into it, people will be all offended. Seriously, they will. I know. That's how... It's so sad that we're in 2022, and we can't, like, have conversations about this shit without people getting offended. Like, God forbid that I mentioned something about my past and how I was raised as a Roman Catholic and things like that. Like, oh my God, how dare he? Like, oh, I'm so fucking offended, right, that he would do that. And in truth, like I told you guys, something that really opened my mind is when I was in college, and I went to a Jesuit school. I went to a Catholic school, all right, for my college. I was in a religion class actually taught by a priest. And this priest, okay, literally said in the class that you're a better person if you're open-minded and you don't shut out other belief systems and religions and you analyze them and you realize, he said, you'd be shocked if you realize when you study religion how the core tenets of most religions are identical. Almost every religion says things like, treat everyone else the way you want to be treated. Do not kill. Do not steal. Almost every religion has those as core belief systems. And then all it is the way that those morals are relayed to you in story that's different. In one religion, there's one God. In other religions, there's multiple gods. In one religion, there's a holy trinity. Excuse me, I said trilogy. A holy trinity, right? Each religion just kind of explains those moral stories differently, but they're all almost the same. And the thing is, over time, humans change those stories around to say different things or relay different emphasis depending on what's going on in history at that time. That changes it around. That really opened my eyes because, again, I had been someone who'd been only raised Roman Catholic, and I started actually looking at other religions. I was like, are any of these necessarily wrong or right? is there really an outright answer to any of this shit? Probably not. And that's when I kind of became a more open-minded guy, that I said I would rather live my life a certain way than worry about sitting in church all day. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, not that I ever did. I mean, like I told you guys, back then I was a very angry youth. I was fucking trolling people in SRK and doing all kinds of fucked up shit. But as I get older now, I realize I think the best way to go through my life is to try to just, you know, be positive and do and have positivity and share that with others, especially because I have a public audience, and try to have a good time with people on a daily basis. And that's meaningful to me and meaningful to the people around me, and that's what I should focus on, right? Don't sit here and be a hater. Don't sit here and be upset about the nasty things that people do to me and stuff like that, you know? I'm getting some pretty good fish at the end here. Okay. I got another tip. I say that I'm Catholic. What are my thoughts on gay people? I think everyone has a right to be happy, and I think that there's scientific evidence that homosexuality is something that naturally happens in nature, and it is not someone's distinct choice to be homosexual, nor should they be judged negatively for being a homosexual. That is absolutely ridiculous. It's not fair at all. There's people out there who feel persecuted in their lives because they can't admit who they are, because the people around them won't accept them for how they feel about sexuality. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I was raised Roman Catholic, where I was told, oh, you know, being gay is not in line with what God wants. Guess what? I'm an intelligent adult who can judge for himself, and I say everyone has a right to be happy, and people can be of different sexual orientations, and that's perfectly fine. How does that hurt you? Right? How exactly does someone being gay hurt you in your life or your lifestyle or whatever, you know? And who are you to judge someone else? Who made you the judge, jury, and executioner of all life on earth? That you could say that this is supposed to be and this is not supposed to be. Like I said, there's actually scientific truth that homosexuality exists in the animal kingdom. It's documented. It doesn't matter how much you want to spin it and deny it. It's there. All right? So I'm totally okay with anyone being of any sexual orientation. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't bother me. Be happy with your life and have a good one. There you go. And I absolutely positively hate the fact that people persecute people for stuff like that. So you're out of your fucking minds. Who are you? You think you're better than someone else? Like, no, you're not. If you're the one judging, you're worse off than anybody else. And I've said that before too. I'm not saying anything new tonight that I've never said before. Okay. Oh, yes, Jade, I heard you. Remember, I'm half lactose intolerant. You said you're completely allergic to dairy. That, of course, sucks that you can't have any dairy at all. A lot of things in life that have dairy in them. I'm sure that limits your what you can eat, but you know what? You do the best with what you got, right? There's a lot of good things out there that are non-dairy. That's for sure. There's going to be another new fish. Another new type. Or you know, a trophy size maybe we haven't caught before. Let's see. This guy's a jumper. Right? Yes. A jumper. Another big bass. We got a lot of trophy-sized fish tonight. You know, the first hour was terrible, and now things are really picked up in the second hour, with the fish catching at least. All right, guys, so we're basically in our final 20 minutes ever of Bassmaster 2022. This would be your absolute last chance if you want to like the stream and help for engagement, if you want to contribute in any way. At this point, I've pretty much given up. I don't think we're going to hit $100 in tips, and we're not adding another lure to the hat, so I guess that's it for the hat. What's on there is on there forever. But I do want to say thank you to all of you who did support the Bassmaster streams, you know, over the last several months. You know, I was shocked that anyone really liked it at all, quite frankly. I like chilling with you all every week here. We have a good time, you know, good discussions. And thanks for that. All right, let's wrap it up. Let's get maybe some final good catches here, if we can. What has happened? Now I'm not getting any bites. Oh, you almost grabbed it. Damn. You almost grabbed it and then you gave up on it. Shit. Try this way. Yeah, I know. Bookworm says I'm surprised this odd game got played as much as it did. Exactly. You know, You never know. When I do these random things on streams, you really don't know how anything's going to turn out, right? You never know. You got to give things a shot. You got to take chances. And this was just a chance that we took, and it ended up working out really well. People really enjoyed it. I enjoyed chilling with you guys and doing it. So pretty nice. Pol Pot is so hot. Re-upped their membership for 5 months and said thoughts on making a DSP Ayaya emote for engagement. I have no idea what that means. What in the holy hell is a DSP Ayaya? But anyway, we're maxed on membership. Well, our last one was when we hit 1,000 members. Right now, if I were to try to change any members, we'd lose one. If I tried to change any emotes, we would actually lose an emote slot. Because we went to 1,000 and went back down to 900, we lost an emote slot. So if I change one, I lose it permanently. So I can't change anything right now. It's his profile picture? Oh, he's not on my screen anymore, so I can't see it. First half was a dud. For catching fish, the first half of tonight's stream was a dud. We still had fun conversation, though. But yeah, we didn't really catch much. I finally found a good spot here. Kidhead, we're not looking to replace chill streaming. Oh, you gotta be kidding! He didn't bite! Kidhead, we don't have time for chill streams anymore. We have to play the new releases. Chill streams will return once we get through all these very busy times of the year for game releases. Probably like December, January-ish. No, we're not playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland on Halloween. People did not nominate it for Halloween. Good night, Willow. See you for the marathon tomorrow. You're sad? Why are you sad, Willow? It's like I said, man. All good things come to an end. They can't continue forever. I enjoy Bassmaster, but it has a place. I mean, let's be honest. Let's take a look at Bassmaster right now. Okay? It's not necessarily even that doing that well. I mean, some people like talking with me. We can easily talk during other things, you know. I feel like it really did run its course. By the way, that fish just constantly pulled and I never had a chance to do anything. That made no sense at all. I feel like the game ran its course. We did as much as we could possibly do with it. I mean, what are we going to do? Just do the same thing every time, you know? We went to every location. We caught a ridiculous amount of fish. We bought new lures. You know, we did what we were going to do with it. And again, if there's a new one, we'll probably play it again. Maybe we'll have new locations, do things to the game, but... Yeah, you told me, Derek. It's all good. Remember, if you want to catch the Halloween Marathon on demand, you can. And, you know, if you can make it by, you can't, great. If not, it's all good. Have a good day, man. Jeffrey says, you're almost a different person when you stream chill games like this. So much interaction. Your wholesome stances are to be admired. Thank you for the streams. You're welcome. Here's the thing. If I'm playing a game, let's be honest. If I'm playing a game like Call of Duty, or I'm playing a game like Street Fighter, yes, those streams are absolutely, positively, ridiculously different from a chill stream like this. Those, I have to focus on the game. I don't have a lot of opportunity to elaborate on anything I want to say. I'm just kind of focused on progress in the game. And if in between I can squeeze in some conversation and fun with you guys, I do. But, you know, that's very different than a stream like this. Like, all I'm doing is trying to catch fish. I can obviously talk with you guys and elaborate more on my thoughts on life and other things. And, you know, I love doing that. Okay. Plum Girl says, I'm going to miss most of the marathon because I'll be at work. Will you be in costume at the start or when will you reveal? No, basically with the podcast. Yeah, I'll be in costume at the podcast and all that. Yep. I'll be in costume all day. So if you're here for the podcast, you'll see it. There you go. Oh my god, that is really disgusting. Final few minutes here, guys. Probably another 10-15 minutes tops. Oh my god. I'm exploding right now. I don't know what's going on. Alright, Derek, you have a good night. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe I won't. Have a fun day regardless, man. Jeffrey says, as long as it's not Cookie Monster, he feels that was the worst costume I ever wore. No, the worst costume I ever did was Deadpool. Because that was a year when a lot of things were kind of falling apart for me in a lot of different ways. My money was so fucked up at that point. and my personal life also was fucked up at that point. Like, there was just so much going wrong that I didn't even, like, think about a Halloween costume till last minute, and I just ran out and grabbed whatever I could get.
Basszilla.
So, yeah. Oh, let's see here. Oh. An anonymous tipper tipped me $1.50 saying I was on... Dude, can you please not send me giant paragraphs for $1? Listen to this. I was on TikTok. Someone posted a video of a piece of shit person dressed up like a Nazi for Halloween, and they walked into a bar. If I saw them, I would have knocked that person out because I have family members who were in the Holocaust, and the guy said it was supposed to be a joke. You don't mock the Holocaust. Okay, this is what you do. All right? Go post that on a forum somewhere. That's not something to be like, you tip me and you have me read a paragraph about your thoughts about someone dressing up for Halloween as a Nazi. No one cares. All right? Seriously? Can I lay down the law here a little bit? All right? That was really stupid. Okay, thanks. Thanks for the tip. Next time I'm just not going to read it. Seriously. When I play PGA Tour 2K23, I have no idea. I've never played a golf game. I actually don't really understand the rules of golf that well. I don't know how I would play it and not understand, you know. Would it be something fun where we could have a chill stream like this? Maybe. Maybe. But, I don't know. Right now, chill streaming is the last thing on my mind. I'm backed up already on new releases. I got more new releases on the horizon. This, you know, I'm not looking for chill stream games right now. I got too much going on. Already, I'm not going to get to play Disney Dreamlight Valley at all this week. And people are going to be disappointed about that. And nothing I can do about it. Okay. Ow. Alright, guys. The last few casts ever of Bassmaster 2023 coming up right here. I know, a lot of people like the Disney Dreamlight Valley streams. I do too. I like the progress and the chill fun we have, but right now, there's too much going on. I have to use every night to be making progress in all these new games. Like, you realize I played Modern Warfare 2 twice multiplayer. I might not be able to play it again till a week multiplayer. You realize that, right? Like, that sucks. I want to play it right now. I'm craving it. I want to play it. But it's like, no, people want to see the campaign, right? Oh, people want me to make progress in the other games that have been on hold for a week. So now I can't even play the game. Like, out of all the games I'm playing right now, I probably want to play Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer the most. And it's the thing I can't play right now. I'm craving it. I like it. I want to play more of it. Nope. You gotta do everything else, Phil. All right. You know, that's just life, man. That's how it works. This is a business as well as my hobby, and I gotta please the people watching. So we gotta do everything else. What's new this week? Luckily, we already have everything new already. It was Modern Warfare, and it was the Resident Evil 8 DLC. It seems like there's no desire for me to play Reverse, which is the multiplayer mode, and I already beat the story of the Resident Evil 8 DLC, so that's done with. But I still got to finish the campaign of Modern Warfare 2, which apparently is another 3+ hours. Then, you know, I want to play more multiplayer. I've only played a few hours of it, and I barely unlocked anything. But now we're stuck because both Plague Tale and Gotham Knights have been on hold, and I got to get back to those, and I got to get as far as I can in those until next week. Not this week coming up, but the week after. That's Sonic Frontiers and God of War coming out. You see? All right. We hit 100 likes. It's time for a celebratory bubble blow. That's a lot of bubbles. Very nice. Jade, I don't know if we'll do the Harley Quinn mission when we play Gotham Knights again. I'm not sure. I know she has further missions, but I don't know if we'll do those right away. And he's excited for tomorrow's marathon. I'm happy about that. You're excited. It should be a good day. I got to download, I don't have to download anything. I got everything downloaded. I just got to make sure Dead by Daylight is done downloading. But I already downloaded The Darkness. And Proteus is already on here. And, Ghost of Goblin should already be on the Switch. I guess I could turn on the Switch just to make sure. But I think we're good to go for tomorrow now. Alright. When's the last time I did gaming off stream for pleasure? I couldn't tell you. All my gaming is done on stream. You guys know this. I told you this. All my gaming is done on stream. When I'm not on stream, I'm relaxing with my wife, or I'm watching my wife play games, or we're watching a TV show together, or we're listening to music together. You know, that's what we do together. I don't game. I'm in here all day gaming. Why would I seek to game further, right? Jeffrey, if you want my opinions, the whole video series is live. It's about 4 hours. And I do a nice summary of that DLC at the end. Or if you want to watch any of my level 1 podcasts, like this morning, I kind of summarized the whole DLC on the show and gave my thoughts there. So you might want to watch that too. Yeah, I'm curious to see what new killers are in Dead by Daylight tomorrow. There's probably a million of them, right? It's probably like 20 or 30 of them. When I started, there was like 5. There's probably like a ridiculous amount in there now. I received another $2 tip. Anonymous. Referring to a $10 tipper, I definitely think they prefer to be thought of in the current tense of is instead of was, but if I did pass, I'd hope to be a ghost like Casper or Slimer, 2 friendly ghosts, with one having quite the appetite. There you go. Thank you for the anonymous $2 tip. Perhaps that is the same person who was the $10 tipper who I said was instead of is, because I misspoke. Thank you for the tip. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that they added a ton of licensed killers to Dead by Daylight. They're all like actual like slasher movie creatures, right? No fish. It looks like the fish have moved on. Did we catch them all? Maybe we caught every fish in this area. Because look at the radar. Now the radar says there's nothing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this might be a good time to adjourn, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Here's what I'd like to say, sincerely, all right? Thank you all for about 3 months, right? It's about 3 good months that we played this, I would say. It all started in the middle to late summer. And then it kind of carried on into the fall, which I actually hadn't even intended. I had intended that this would just be something quickly for a few weeks of the summer. But it ended up being so well received because people liked the interaction and the things that we did during it that I kept it going. By the way, that lure is definitely sentient. Look how it's moving. It's alive. That lure is definitely alive. I never expected that it would end up being a 3-month-long running thing, and you guys would like it so much, and we get people coming by for conversation and fun. You know, the support of the stream was always hit or miss. Sometimes it would be one of the slowest streams I ever did in a week, and other times we'd far exceed every goal, which is crazy to think. It's the same game, it's the same style of content, but depending on the random day, you know? But it's kind of the same thing for a lot of my content now. Like, you never know, on any given day, support could be sky high or support could be non-existent, and, you know, there's not much you can really do about that. What I can tell you is this. I absolutely enjoyed this adventure that I had with you guys over the last several months. I did not expect that fishing would catch on. I did not expect that it would end up being as entertaining as it did. You know, some of the giant catches that we did were outstanding. The day where we caught 109 fish was ridiculous, right? And now I know, perhaps with more laid-back games like this, that this is always potential for something interesting in the future. As I said, when the next Bassmaster game comes out, I will strongly consider getting it and having it as part of my chill stream rotation, you know. Got a $1.50 tip here. Another anonymous tipper says, I prefer to be thought of in the current tense of is instead of was. If I pass, I hope to be a ghost like Jasper or Slimer, 2 friendly ghosts. Wait a minute. The same tip came through twice with slightly different wording. I think maybe the first tip didn't go through, so they tipped a second time, and I think both came through. Well, whoever that was, I'm sorry that your tip didn't get shouted out the first time. I think what it is some of my emails are delaying for some of these tips, which is weird. But, all right. So anyway, guys, in conclusion, thank you for several great months of Bassmaster, whether it was the catches or the misses, whether it was the bites or the chill vibes, whether it was the Cthulhu-looking plant monsters writhing all around, the fish that were ghost fish teleporting around the lake, staring straight down or straight up and jumping, you know, weirdly out of the water, whether my goatee was mysteriously vanishing off of my character or not. You know, whatever it was a good time, man. And, you know, I would definitely say that the best part was our interaction. For sure. I mean, the silliness of the game added to it, absolutely. But it was us just chilling and having a good time again. Because, like I said, we hadn't really had a chill game in the rotation for a very long time, right? Something like Minecraft or Animal Crossing, where those were the streams where really we were just sitting and relaxing and talking. And we hadn't done that in a very long time. And when this game came into play, that's where it came from. You know what I'm saying? That's what we were going for. And that's exactly the void that I think it filled. But now we are heading into the future. With so much going on in gaming in the next several months, I need every waking moment now to be playing the new games. Like I said, I'm also playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I might have to put that on hiatus for a while too, depending on how things go. I know I can't play it this week. So, people want one last cast. One last cast. And then we'll adjourn and we'll look at the stats for the night. Excuse me, it's really disgusting. A cute little fish, the final cast. Black crappie. All right, let's see how we did. Let's tally it up. $44 fish. Biggest was our striped bass, a 15-pound, 5-ounce bass. We almost leveled up to 25. Almost. But did not hit 25. You know, overall, 29,000 fans, 57,000 of the currency, right? I gained 2,700 fans tonight, just on this stream alone. So, not bad at all. I would say a good haul, right? Some big catfish that we got tonight. Pretty good stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for Bassmaster 2022. Thank you again to anyone who attended, supported, overall enjoyed these streams. They were very special to me. They really were. And like I said, in the future, would it ever come back? It's possible. Of course, I would have to buy the game. Unless the next one comes out, and maybe that one will be added to Game Pass. I'm not sure. Or if the new one comes out next year and it's just an outright purchase for me, will we add it to the rotation, right? We'll see. But I'm not against it because we had such a great time with this game. So again, thank you so much, everyone who enjoyed Bassmaster for these last few months. And I wish you the best in your own fishing endeavors. Perhaps some of you have been inspired to actually buy Bassmaster for yourselves, or maybe you will actually go out and enjoy the real sport of fishing with a loved one. As I said, really my origins of fishing, I used to fish with my dad. And it was a way for us when I was growing up to have like some nice conversations and private time with my dad on a lake that was very quiet. And I still remember those moments. I remember how the air smelled. I remember catching the fish, what it was like. I remember having lunch with my dad, and, you know, sandwich with some crackers and some iced tea. I remember all those moments. Those are meaningful moments to me from my past. And it's really cool to do this now and kind of relive and tell you about those moments live on stream. Again, one of the best things about these streams has been the interactions that we've had and the stories that I've told. And I really hope that you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed it. All right, everyone? So, thank you all. This is DSP signing off for Bassmaster 2022 Sunday Night Bites. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. And again, maybe we'll see fishing return in the future. Thank you all. And good fishing. I hope the big ones bite for you. Thanks.